up? It's Brian. I'm with In Effect Hardcore in the U.S. and Idiot Tech EQ out of Europe. I'm here with the legendary frontman of Madball, Freddy Madball. How's it going?
Good, I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Dope. What's it like to be playing shows again after lockdown?
Feels very good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, on many levels, man. I mean, yeah, it's hard to really describe. I mean, we haven't had this kind of time off since we had like a hiatus in like 2001 to like late 2002, 2003.
Yeah, back then.
So since then,
yeah,
I can't think of another time where we had this much of a stretch of time off. And that's weird on many levels because this is like an outlet for us, a passion for us, but it's also our job.
So speaking of shows, Tompkins Square Park, legendary show. Or boom, right off the bat. They say 2,000 people.
More than that.
You think more than that?
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about that.
My buddy thinks it was 20. My buddy thinks it was 20,000. That's not. No, I'm just kidding. That's not. That's an impossibility.
Yeah. Cool. So I mean, what's up with them? I mean, they shut down all the black and blue shows, or is that working?
That's still being determined, man. There's a lot of things that are being talked about because unfortunately they took a positive situation and tried to make it a negative one.
Yeah.
There was also this made-up story about it being a 9/11 thing.
Yeah, in April or something.
Completely false. Yeah. That whole thing is actually completely made up by whoever.
Someone took something.
And the media ran with it as they do because they love making up stories and all that stuff. So it's a shame because, you know, they linked us to something that really pulls at the heartstrings of a lot of people, especially in America, something like 9/11, and then they try to taint a positive thing that we did. It's a year and change, and like this thing is dwindling.
We got our
almost
shots.
gone.
I got my shots.
Hey, whatever. You know, if you're into that, then you're into that. If you're not, you're not. But either way, New York probably reached herd immunity months ago. So it's like it's time to keep it moving. And time for people to get from under their beds and out of their closets and get back to living.
So what do you say to the, you know, web shit talkers, maybe old Madball fans? They maybe didn't like the direction of the latest album. You know, there's always a little of that. You know, I loved it.
I thought it was well received.
But you know, there's always little pockets of, you know, people talking crap. So speaking of Madball records, is Madball working on a new record?
Yes.
All right.
It's slow going because of all the nonsense and logistics and this and that and the other thing, but it's happening. It's slowly but surely.
Any surprises?
Okay, it wouldn't be a surprise if I told you.
So, I mean, would you say the direction would be maybe going back old school, taking a new direction, or just keeping with it, keeping some ball rolling? Or?
You know, we're always evolving on some level. You know, we have to, you know, lyrically, musically, you know, but I feel like at the same time, we have a certain sound, a certain style that we're known for.
Yeah, almost
so
like Slayer, You know Madball when you hear
we're never going to deviate too much from like who we are because then we're not Madball anymore, you know. But yeah, there's going to be, I mean, you may hear little elements of like super old school. You might hear some like a lot of old hold it down kind of vibes. You might hear like all kinds of, you know, some little bit of flavor, new flavor.
So after reading Roger's book, brother Roger from Agnostic Front, I learned that me and Freddie were born in the same hospital, about a month apart from each other.
Wow.
St. Mary's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. St. Mary's. Okay, I was there.
Yeah. So a month later, I could have been switched at birth with Freddy Madball. Didn't happen. So as a kid, on tour with AF, you're like 10 years old. What's the craziest shit you've ever seen? I mean, like,
craziest shit I've ever seen? I can't describe that. I can't reveal that. I can't divulge that information.
So what was your favorite Madball record? If you could pick one.
Yeah, it might be Hold It Down.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah,
I was thinking about Hold It Down.
Yeah. Although I do like some of the newer records a lot, just because it's fresher and it's like starting to really come into our own in different areas.
Well, like Doc Martin Stomp, it's probably like the best Madball song ever.
Hey.
That's like the Madball
It's
song.
not a bad song.
So, if Rick to Life showed up right now, what would happen?
Go ahead. I'm not gonna answer that. See, the thing is, I don't feed into stuff like that. Number one, and I don't give credibility to people that don't have people that can't walk around anywhere. You know, troll around,
bully women on the internet.
Whatever it is, whoever, and I'm saying whomever. This is a blanket statement. It's not just about one individual. It's about any individual of that ilk. I don't really entertain people like that because they're not. I'm giving credibility to someone that doesn't have it, deserve it, has never earned it in the streets, in music, in life, walking around. You know, so I'm not gonna give. You know, I can walk around anywhere with my head up. That's all I gotta say. And some people can't. So do the math.
So what's next for Freddy Madball? We gonna see a book, a movie?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
you never know. I mean, all those things you said have been discussed, and
the Mad Book.
The Mad Book. Yeah, there's a lot of madness in there. You know, it can all be something that comes into play at some point. I mean, I've been approached about maybe writing something. You know, I feel like when it's the right time in my life, I'll start jotting some stuff down and get together with the right people and maybe put something out and tell my story. Hopefully it's interesting enough where people want to hear it, read it. But the movie thing, documentary, all that stuff's been talked about. So you never underestimate what might pop out.
Episode of MSI or something.
I don't know about that. But yeah. There's always something that's.
All right, cool. Well, that's it. You heard it here. We're here with Freddy Madball. Thanks again. We're in Melbourne, Florida. We're ready for another Madball show. 430 Steps is on. This band is the best band in Florida right now.
Man, they're no joke.
430. So again,
shout out
I
to those
appreciate
guys.
it.
Hey, thanks, my
Thanks a
man.
lot.
Appreciate it.
Again.
All right.
Thanks again.
Yep. Cheers.